see about cleaning that camera real quick. So fast. Got too much crap in this corner. That's why I want a big desk to set everything on. That looks better, don't it?
Yeah.
Alright. So. Alright.
Okay, where can I put him where you can see him? There we go. There's Legend.
Just give me a second. Alright. Got that going. So I need to go down here.
You're about to drop that.
I don't care. Go live. 3, 2, 1. Go live. Okay, there we go. We're gonna come over here. We're gonna hit record. Coming. This not even recording. Coming to you from the inner sanctum of the big blue house in the middle of nowhere. This is Paranormal Adventures with your host, Sean.
And Krystal.
Hey guys, welcome back for another live, love-filled episode with my beautiful wife and I. Hey beautiful wife.
Hey husband, crazy head.
And her little buddy Legend.
Yes, Legend. Bigfoot Legend. We also have my dog Dealey. She's laying down here beside me tonight.
Diddle do.
Yes, our Dealey do. She's right down here,
So, we've got an interesting episode for you tonight. I think it's interesting anyway. What do you think?
I think so. The haunting of Lake Lanier.
It is. We are very haunted.
So, well, are you going to go ahead and get us started? I have some things pulled up, but...
So, Lake Lanier is actually kind of creepy.
Yes, there's a lot of happenings there and ghost stories.
There are.
I mean, people are like having issues even today if they're out on the lake, boats breaking down, problems happening, drownings, people that'll, they'll be out swimming and something grabs them and starts yanking on their leg, pulling them, they feel something pulling and tugging. So we're going to bring you some of this stuff tonight with that too. So we've got all that pulled up. I'm just going to go ahead since
Okay, you can go ahead. I was trying to find what year Lake Lanier was created. Was it?
Well, I'm just going to go ahead and just start with this. Lake Lanier, a man-made reservoir in Georgia, has a reputation for being haunted, stemming from its history as a flooded town and the numerous deaths and accidents that have occurred there. Several websites suggest the lake's haunted reputation is tied to the submerged town of Oscarville. I couldn't remember either what it was called, but this is where residents were displaced and some graves were not relocated before the area was flooded. So, yes, there is a cemetery under Lake Lanier, yes. So bodies are still there. That's creepy in itself. So there's some haunted stories that I'm just going to kind of delve into right here. There's the Lady of the Lake, and this was a popular legend. It involved a woman in a blue dress, often referred to as the Lady of the Lake, who is seen by some near the lake's surface or along the Dawsonville Highway Bridge. Some believe this is the ghost of Susie Roberts, who died in a car accident near the bridge. and her body was never recovered, according to Atlanta Ghost Tours. So,
So
yikes.
what's crazy is looking at it, Lake Lanier. The official name is Lake Sidney Lanier, but the Lake Lanier was completed in 1956.
Wow.
It is it, the lake was created by the Bradford Dam on the Chattahoochee River. Um, so since 1956, there have been over 700 deaths in that lake.
Yeah, I will believe it from some of the documentaries I've seen on it too. And they talk about the car accident. One woman was found, I believe it was like 6 months later. She had floated to the surface. They found her. But it's true. They did not find the other lady, the driver that drowned, until like the 1990s. And then they found the vehicle when they were draining that part of the lake by the bridge and exhumed her. And of course, all that was left was a skeleton by that point. But yeah.
That's kind of interesting. It was named after the Confederate veteran and poet Sidney Lanier.
Huh. It's interesting.
Anyway, you got more hauntings?
I believe so. I'll have to look at some of that. Um, so this is just kind of going in detail on some of the stuff about it. We'll go to other ghostly encounters, but it says submerged town of Oscarville. The flooding of Oscarville, a predominantly black community. That's what I thought. I'd seen that in the documentary, I think. But it was actually a black community, and they relocated a lot of those people to the next town over. But the cemetery, of course, they just didn't have the technologies and the things to move all those bodies. So yeah. It is a significant factor in the lake's haunted reputation. Many believe the spirits of those displaced or whose graves were not moved are restless and contribute to the lake's ominous atmosphere. If you look at pictures of that lake too, you just get an eerie feeling. It's a very dark lake.
I've got one here. This comes from AtlanticGhost.com.
I'll let you take it and then I'll get some more.
It's called The Curse of Brown's Bridge. This is from AtlanticGhost.com. I want to make sure that I don't get, hey, you took our information, dude. This is me saying who it came from, so I'm covering my bases. The Curse of Brown's Bridge. Brown's Bridge, which spans Lake Lanier, has also been the site of several fatal accidents. The tragic accident involving Delia Parker Young, and Susie Roberts is just one of many that have occurred near the bridge. Motorists have reported experiencing sudden car trouble, seeing apparitions, and feeling an unsettling presence while crossing the bridge. The incidents have further cemented Brown's Bridge's reputation as a haunted location. Visitors and locals have reported witnessing strange lights hovering over the lake, hearing disembodied voices, and experiencing sudden drops in temperature. Fishermen have told stories of feeling something pulling at their lines from below, only to reel in nothing.
Wow.
Swimmers have reported feeling unseen hands grabbing at their legs, pulling them under. These unexplained phenomena have contributed to the belief that Lake Lanier is haunted by the spirits of those who perished in its waters, or whose graves were submerged during its creation.
Wow.
Several houses and structures near Lake Lanier are also believed to be haunted. People living in the area have reported hearing footsteps slamming shut on their oh hearing footsteps, doors slamming shut on their own, and seeing shady figures moving about their homes. These hauntings are often attributed to the spirits of those displaced by the lake's creation or those who died in the waters.
Wow. Yeah, it's supposed to be really, really haunted. In fact, it's on one of the documentaries of the 10 most haunted places in America, and they cover Lake Lanier. So, I forget exactly what number it is, but it's on the list. So, um, other stories include sightings of floating orbs, unexplained sounds, and feelings of unease, all attributed to the lake's haunted nature. Paranormal investigations, it says, Lake Lanier has become a popular destination for paranormal investigators due to these stories and experiences. They do have, of course, possible explanations. There always has to be those, right?
Yeah.
So, those possible explanations, natural causes. Some attribute the accidents and disappearances at Lake Lanier to natural causes like strong currents, poor visibility, and the lake's depth, because apparently it's a very, very deep lake. Poor planning and construction. The flooding of Oscarville and the displacement of residents, along with incomplete relocation of graves, are also cited as contributing factors to the lake's haunted reputation. Now, they have psychological factors. The lake's history and the stories surrounding it may contribute to the psychological atmosphere that leads some to perceive unusual occurrences as paranormal. So, let's see. I was going to see if it has any.
That's kind of
stories.
weird. So, you're talking about it being deep.
Yeah.
The deepest part of the lake is located on the north side of Bradford Dam in the original river channel at the elevation of 911 feet, which is 911. I always thought that was interesting that it's
wow.
911.
Wow.
Above main sea level, when the lake is at its full level, the lake at this point is 160 feet in depth.
Oh wow.
So it's pretty deep.
Yeah, I can understand there being a lot more accidents with a lake that's so large and so deep like that. Let's see. I was gonna move right on along to this too. This I just pulled up Lake Lanier deaths. Lake Lanier in Georgia is known for its high number of deaths, averaging at about 10 per year. That's a lot.
Excuse me. Yeah, that.
Though this number has been slightly decreasing recently since the lake was created in the 1950s, there have been an estimated 700 plus deaths with over 200 since 1994. Yeah. According to the travel, it says to the travel, the high death toll is attributed to the combination of human activity and natural hazards, some of which are concealed beneath the water's surface, according to the travel. Let's see. Breakdown of Lake Lanier deaths. Overall, Lake Lanier okay, we already read that part. Boating incidents. incidents. Between 1994 and 2022, there were at least 76 deaths related to boating incidents. There's been drowning incidents from 1994 to 2022. There were 140 drowning deaths at the lake just in that time. Now that's a lot of drownings even for that time period to me. So something's going on.
So it's got 690 miles of shoreline.
Oh.
And it draws millions of visitors annually.
Wow. Listen to this. In 2023, a 24-year-old man died after being electrocuted when he jumped from his family dock into the water. But how? And let's see. But how would he get electrocuted? It says being electrocuted when he jumped from his family dock into the water. That's crazy. And then
it torture him.
it doesn't say like how though, I guess. And then it says in June 2025, a 27-year-old man died after jumping from a boat without a properly secured life jacket. In May 2025, the body of a missing kayaker was found in the lake.
With it being so large, though, you know.
Okay, it's going to go deeper into that, too.
But,
okay. The electrocution, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, but it says the electrocution, the incident involving a 24-year-old man highlights the potential danger of electrical currents in the water near docks. I didn't know there was electrical currents near docks.
That some people can run power down to their docks, like if they have to keep a battery charged on a boat or something like that.
Yeah, but that would be horrible. So that guy just jumped in, ready to go swimming, and he gets electrocuted. That's awful.
Let me put this in comparison for you.
Okay.
So what I say, Lake Lanier had 690 miles of shoreline.
Yeah.
You know how big Greers Ferry Lake is.
Yeah.
And I would get lost on Greers Ferry Lake.
Yeah, it's a big lake too.
And in comparison, for people that don't know that's listening, Greers Ferry Lake is in Heber Springs, Arkansas. In Greers Ferry, Arkansas, that is kind of the area.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, the total depth on Lake Lanier, the deepest part is 160 feet. On Greers Ferry Lake, it's 198 feet. But the amount of shoreline is Lake Lanier is what I say, 690 miles shoreline.
Yeah.
Where Greers Ferry is only altogether is 340 miles of shoreline.
So it's like double the size of Greers Ferry, basically.
Pretty much.
Wow, that's a huge lake. So yeah.
So between the two, that's just kind of giving her an idea of how big Lake Lanier is, because we have kind of something to compare it to.
Right. I just felt bad for the guy that jumped in and got electrocuted. That's awful.
He got electrical cable.
Poor guy, he's just going for a nice little swim. He dives in and oops. Let's see.
It looks like that the amount of water that's there would have dispersed the electrical currents, but it might have been too strong where he was at.
Okay, that's still talking about the lady in the lake. We've already gone over that. Let's see. I'm just trying to find a few more too.
But what's creepy is the ghostly hands that come up and try to grab people.
Yeah. Let's see. Unrelocated grave. That still messes me up too. That there's a cemetery under their lake. I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Which we might do a second episode on haunted lakes
Yeah.
because there's supposedly a town underneath Greer's Ferry as well.
Yeah, but we don't know that it's haunted out there.
Rumor has it.
Well.
And we can talk about Montenay a little bit too.
Yeah. Some stories suggest the Native American burial grounds were disturbed during the lake's creation.
Why is it always?
Adding to the lore of restless spirits.
Why is it always Indian burial grounds?
Because there's a lot of them around.
But
just look at the Toltec ones we went to up near Little Rock.
I know, but every time there's a haunting, it's oh, you're on Indian burial grounds. No crap, we're all on top of a burial ground.
Well, they say.
And why are the Indians so vengeance about everything?
I don't know.
No, you don't hear about, oh, it's the white burial ground. Good grief. It's the American burial ground.
Same thing. I wanted to find some more haunted stories. Maybe you can find some, but yeah, there like some of the documentaries I saw. Like there was this girl that was out swimming, and she was on there talking about it, and I can't remember which one I watched it on because it's been a while ago. But she was swimming and felt something tugging on her leg. Of course, it scared her, which scared me too. And she just kind of took off and, got out of the lake because she was more in like a swimming, type area. But yeah, I think if I felt something tugging on my leg, I'd get out too. Wouldn't you?
Yeah. Oh. Coming from the AtlantaGhost.com webpage.
Yeah.
Ghosts for the generations. The stories and legends surrounding Lake Lanier, a haunted lake in Georgia, and Brown's Bridge have been passed down through generations, becoming an integral part of local folklore. These tales are often shared around campfires in local bars and during ghost tours, keeping the haunting legacy alive. The combination of historical events, tragic accidents, and reported otherworldly activity has cemented their reputation as haunted locations.
Wow.
The haunted reputation of Lake Lanier and Brown's Bridge has also attracted media attention, with numerous books, articles, and television shows exploring the eerie tales associated with the area. Paranormal investigators and ghost hunters frequently visit the lake and bridge, documenting their experiences and adding to the lore. The stories of the Lady of the Lake, the unexplained drownings, and the haunted houses have captured the imagination of people far beyond Georgia, making Lake Lanier and Brown's Bridge famous for their ghostly activity. I thought that was actually going to go into a ghost story, but it didn't. But anyway.
Well, the one about the woman in the blue dress, like the thing I watched, people have seen like her specter on the bridge and around the bridge, like near the shoreline to the bridge. And a lot of people have heard like screams late at night and stuff like that. So I think there is definitely something to the Brownsville Bridge and the lady, well, they call her the Lady of the Lake or the Lady in the Blue Dress. Because I guess apparently her apparition has been in a blue dress. So, but there has been a lot of reports and sightings of her as well as the screams and different stuff like that. Which, speaking of screaming, I was watching something last night and told Sean, I don't know if he remembers because sometimes he dozes off, but our next episode, I would like to do about banshees because it's very
I
interesting.
don't remember you telling me that.
Yes, though they're like a it's like a creature, or apparition creature, but they have a high pitched scream. It's really, really interesting. So,
So I looked up lights on Lake Lanier,
yeah.
but I found out that they have Christmas lights along the shorelines of Lake Lanier in a certain area.
Why?
Christmas. It's a town.
Yeah.
Along the shoreline, they
Yeah.
have Christmas lights, and during Christmas time.
Okay. Well, yeah, during Christmas time. I thought you were saying it was like all the time, and I
No,
wanted
during
to know.
Christmas.
Okay, a lot of.
I'm just saying that's the only lights I've found so far in
Okay.
Lake Lanier.
I was just like, what, babe? Of course there'd be Christmas lights at Christmas. Great.
So primarily from Margaretville at Lanier Island's Lakeside Lights Spectacular, a holiday light show.
Yeah, I wonder if it's as spectacular as like the one on the White River up in Batesville. They have
No.
like the lights and the carousel and all the carnival stuff. But anyway, I love Christmas time, but we are talking about haunting tonight. Hauntings.
So according to Lanier Island, the light display is a major draw during the holiday.
Okay. All right.
You're welcome.
Maybe I can find some more stuff, but I'm just gonna use this. Will be a little quicker.
We got dead air, baby.
Well, you talk then.
So
You're good at that.
I am not. I don't even know why we do this show sometimes because I hate talking. Oh me.
Oh gosh.
So yeah, we're a little crazy around here. What else was I gonna look up? Hauntings.
There is what is in well, somebody said what is the next flick? Files of the Unexplained on Netflix has an episode haunting of Lake Lanier. So that might be a good thing to watch too for you guys to pull up some more hauntings on that. I've seen some neat things. Like I said, like people have reported a lot of stuff going on with that. Oscarville. Okay, here's the woods by Lake Lanier.
So it has haunted woods?
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. It's okay, Daly. Daly, you're alright, baby. It says the woods by Lake Lanier are haunted. Not my personal encounter, but my brother's, it says. We live right on the Chattahoochee and around 4 miles from Lake Lanier, the most haunted lake in the USA. The woods around that area are 100% haunted. Sometimes you get the oppressive, you are being watched, and it is not a friendly feeling. It says, oh goodness, can I say this? Let's see.
Sure.
He said he used to smoke out there.
Smoke weed?
Shut up. So, and the oppressive, evil feeling would sometimes follow me until I left the woods and got in my car. I've even felt it during the day and heard things I can't describe. It's the kind of evil that quiets the birds, silences bugs, and makes the trees stop swaying. There's even a patch of wood in my own neighborhood that I don't go into anymore because of the evil feeling I described. I haven't seen anything, but I've definitely felt it and heard it. My brother and his friend, on the other hand, did see something. Let's see. They were in the woods on the banks of the Chattahoochee. this little secluded ledge of mud, let's see, and trees right off the walking trail where the dirt dips down towards the river. It was around 12, almost 1 a.m. They heard the normal sounds of the forest, but they were hearing footsteps while walking around and they started talking to each other about it. They speculated on what it was, and one of them said out loud, "That's got to be a deer." Well, whatever was listening to them took offense, didn't like being compared to a deer, I guess. It says, "My brother and his friend felt the same oppressive feeling I have felt many a times before and turned around. This shadow, around 9 feet tall, is standing at the top of the dip with glowing white eyes leering down at them. The two of them didn't say a word, didn't even look at each other. They just scrambled up the right side of the dip and started running as fast as they could for the car." Then it said, "I've been to that dip in the dirt by the river a lot. I went there recently and heard something strange during the day that caused me to start running for my car as fast as I could." It says, "My brother was in the car about 1,500 feet away and heard it too. It was like an organic chainsaw mixed with a high-pitched bird.
Huh.
I had forgotten my bag, which had the keys to the car. It says I snagged it as fast as I could and just started running."
So, I just realized I completely screwed up on Podbean Live. Because I got it all set up, and I never pressed start.
Okay, well,
Anyway,
we're still on here.
I know, I'm just saying.
Okay, and then I've lost my place. Okay, he said he just started running. The sound followed me like it was pursuing me. I'm out there a lot and I know most of the bird sounds, and that didn't sound like anything I've ever heard. The road leading to it doesn't seem safe either. My brother and the same friend were driving at night with the floodlights on, and they saw something about 9 feet tall and humanoid peek out from behind a tree and watch them as they drove. So, do you think that could have been a Bigfoot since they're seeing like a 9 foot shadow? Because you're talking about Georgia near the river.
I would say it's very possible.
So it could be a Sasquatch encounter. Maybe more than a spirit or a ghost or something. Because that sounds kind of Sasquatchy to me.
Yeah.
Being down by the river in the woods. And
I had a incident happen yesterday. I went out to Lake Barnett.
Yeah.
And this before all the crap happened to me later that day. Anyway, she had to call 911 to come rescue me.
His trolling motor gave out, so he could not paddle in all that wind. So.
I was going along there, and the way I've got my boat set up, I have a lawn chair that I turn sideways so I can use my motor.
Well, I got to tell him that you got out of there okay, because thankfully Flood Romance Volunteer Department has a rescue boat, and they just towed him back to the dock.
But anyway, I'm sitting kind of sideways in the boat, and I'm going through there, and kind of to my left, behind me, came a big splash.
You told me about that.
Like a large rock being
Yeah.
thrown in the water. On one side of the lake, there's some houses and stuff, but they're all kind of spread out.
Yeah, and it's very wooded around there. Yeah.
Even around the houses,
It's wooded, yeah.
It's wooded around the houses, and there's heavy woods between the houses.
Yeah.
Then on the other side, it's basically nothing but woods and everything.
Yeah.
And it came from that side where all the woods were.
And Sasquatch or Bigfoot, whatever you want to call them, they're known for throwing rocks to get your attention.
Anyway, I was going through there, and behind me to my left came a big splash. I couldn't see nothing that would have caught where the splash was. There's no tree overhang or anything for something to, like a snake or something, to drop out of the tree, then I get on past it a little bit, and there's another splash, and it's coming from the same area. Uh, to my, it would be where I was at that time. It would be behind and to the right,
Yeah.
but it's the same area. The only trees that were out there were, you know, there was, the lake was flooded, and there's stumps and stuff out on the out on the
Yeah.
lake, and where the say, I couldn't see where the first splash came hit, but the second one, there's a stump of a tree that comes up about 5 foot out of the water, and the
Yeah.
splash was right there beside. It's like it threw and hit it
Hit the stump.
beside the stump there.
Yeah. It could have been Bigfoot. So, but there are, I know we're kind of getting off of the Lake Lanier, but there's a lot of Bigfoot sightings here in Arkansas, and we've had our share of, things we've heard or seen. So I'm definitely a believer. We've had 2 Falk trips that me and him went on when we first got together and first got married. We went down there like twice and had some experiences out there and seen and heard things. So they're definitely around for sure. And you've had your experiences too, just
Yeah.
out in the field with the whole Bigfoot thing. So I believe it.
We got a listener on. He left.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
I didn't think you had that one set up.
I did until about 4 minutes ago.
Oh, okay.
I forgot to do Podbean Live till like 30 minutes into the show.
Well, what's the point now?
Just to do it. Anyway, so, in the past few years, according to what I've seen, the death toll and everything has kind of dropped on the deaths at Lake Lanier, which, what I was seeing, it normally would average around 11 million visitors per year, but it dropped off for the that the number of people going to the lake dropped off for a little while, basically due to COVID.
Wow, okay. When you're done talking about that, I've got something I can talk about too.
So COVID kind of put a slump in the deaths at Lake Lanier because
people weren't coming out there.
There
probably.
wasn't as many people showing up. So anyway.
Well, and this might be why too. From what I've pulled up now, it says swimming is restricted at certain areas of Lake Lanier, notably at Margaritaville at Lanier Islands, due to safety concerns.
Huh.
While swimming is no longer allowed in the lake area at Margaritaville, other activities like kayaking and paddleboarding are still permitted. The decision to restrict swimming was made to prioritize guest safety, as the lake's conditions, including murky water, submerged debris, and fluctuating water levels, pose inherent risk. So, and I'm wondering if it's because of all the incidents and deaths that's happened that they're restricting swimming out there too. That's what it's saying. Safety concerns. Let's see. More notable explanations. Lake Lanier has a history of accidents, including drownings, which are attributed to factors like low visibility in the murky water, See, that's what I was saying. Their water looks really black. Like it's like freakishly black.
I don't want to go swimming in the lake.
Yeah. Well, I do. I like Heber. I like going to Greer's Ferry. It says submerged trees and debris and fluctuating water levels. This is the Margaritaville's decision. Margaritaville at Lanier Island, a popular recreational area on the lake, decided to prohibit swimming in the lake area, citing the need to prioritize guest safety, according to Margaritaville's statement.
I wonder if there's like bluffs and stuff there.
It
like
might be.
around here, it's popular for people to jump off bluffs.
Yeah.
And
that's not safe.
I wonder if some of the drownings were associated to them jumping off
cliff
the bluff.
jumping. Yeah.
And the water being low, and then
it said while swimming is banned, visitors can still enjoy the lake through other activities like kayaking, paddleboarding, and the aquatic adventure Whibbit attraction at Margaritaville.
Okay.
I don't know what that is, but there have been multiple drownings and other accidents at Lake Lanier, including incidents near the Margaritaville area in the past, which likely contributed to the decision to restrict swimming. The local sentiment about that, the ban on swimming has disappointed some regular visitors who enjoyed swimming at the lake, but may understand the need to prioritize safety. So, so that's what it's saying about that.
So I've been thinking on something. And I started to do this before when we try to start one of these up. It's doing a cryptid of the week.
Oh yeah.
So I think I'm going to do that tonight after we're done talking about this. It's a cryptid of the week.
Okay. Yeah. Whatever you want to do. I mean, I think that's about all we've got on that. There's a lot of good documentaries apparently, so you guys just pull up some stuff on Lake Lanier. It's interesting. I'll try to get on Facebook if I remember tonight, and I'll post some pictures of Lake Lanier and some other stuff I might can find just so y'all can see it. But anyway, that's in Georgia, so.
So, the new little segment for our Podmacast is going to be the cryptid of the week, which will bring it to the end of the episode.
Okay.
And I love you.
Love you too.
I want everybody in the world to know that I love you.
I love you too, baby.
Okay, you weirdo. So, I don't know if you've ever heard of it. This is in Alabama.
Okay.
We're doing alphabetical here.
Okay, yeah. She was going to do that before.
It's called the Alabama White Thing.
The Alabama White Thing.
You gotta get that southern drawl in there, the white thing.
The white thing.
So the white
That's
thing
so goofy.
is a legendary cryptid, a creature of folklore described as a large, white, hairy, and possibly humanoid creature. It's a silverback Bigfoot.
There you go.
Anyway, similar to Bigfoot with glowing red eyes, it's said to be fast and agile, with some accounts describing it as being able to run on all fours or stand upright. Sightings primarily in northern Alabama often involve eerie screams or a foul odor accompanying the creature. My southern drawl almost came out. I almost said a foul odor.
Oh.
Older. It's older.
Older.
The video, I ain't doing the video.
Yeah.
A more detailed breakdown. Description. The Alabama White Thing is often depicted as a tall, white, hairy creature with some descriptions including growling, red eyes, Dealey don't like it. It is sometimes described as an albino Bigfoot. Some accounts
She's just looking out the window, so.
some accounts also suggest it may be able to shapeshift.
Oh, wow.
Behavior.
Huh.
It's described as being very fast and agile, able to move quickly on all fours or upright. It's also known for emitting high-pitched screech, sometimes described as a woman screaming. Location. Reports of the White Thing primarily come from the northern Alabama area, particularly between Morgan and Etowah and Jefferson counties.
Hmm.
Possible explanation. Some theories suggest the White Thing might be a genetic mutation on an escaped exotic animal or even supernatural being or spirit. Some also connect it to local legends about the slow thing, another Alabama cryptid according to the Moulton advertiser. Cultural impact. The White Thing has become a part of Alabama folklore. It inspired stories, documentaries, even a graphic novel.
Wow.
So that's the Alabama White Thing.
Well, that was good. So I guess we're going to do the crypto corner then now.
Yes.
And then next week, what do you say, Banshees?
Banshees next
Because
week.
that was really interesting. So I think we need to start watching some stuff now on Banshees.
So then Craig and Richard's episode is going to be on Bigfoot.
Okay,
And
cool.
their encounters and stuff, and their research and stuff on Bigfoot.
Awesome. That'll be great.
So
For a lot of y'all that want to learn more about Bigfoot.
look for them on, I know they'll be on YouTube, the Supernatural Roundtable.
Yeah.
So look for them. And
then the next time we get on, it'll be Banshees.
yes, we'll do Banshees next. Then let's see, our YouTube, or no, our email.
Yes.
Do our email.
What is our email?
Paranormal.
Paranormal, the number 2, right?
No.
You just do it.
Paranormal Adventures 2 at gmail.com.
Okay. Well, I know our Facebook page, and that is
What is it?
Paranormal Adventures with Sean and Krystal. And that's, like I said, on Facebook, so.
So, yeah. Anything else we need to cover?
I think we're good. So,
Yeah.
y'all have an awesome Saturday night. Stay curious, stay spooky, and we'll catch y'all again on the flip side. So,
Deuces.
deuces.
You tooted.
I did not. That was my chair.
You lifted your butt cheek.
I
and it
did
was-
not.
You went like this.
I did not. I was moving and my chair squeaked.
And we're still Facebook Live.
No, I did not. You're crazy.
I'm trying to figure out how to stop this.
Oh.
I don't know. I need to move that out of the way, though.
Okay. Just exit out of everything.
Don't tell me what to do. I don't even know if it did it or not.
I don't know. You might just start it on the YouTube thing again.
I wasn't the one recording on the YouTube.
You were doing those Vivo or whatever it was.
Because I was recording it on here and putting it on YouTube.
Oh, well, I don't know. I'm gonna